So I just want to set the stage just a little bit for everybody, um, because your ability to really affect change in your business is going to be based on the number of times that the Daisy story gets told. It's that simple in building a business. And for you guys to have your own app in the App Store, and I'll tell you how to download it and all that stuff. So, give us just a little bit here and we'll set that up. But here's one of the biggest challenges that everybody in networking faces, right? We've got a lot of people who are part-time, they've got a full-time career. They need to get the story told and they need to be comfortable telling the story. And the fundamentals of the networking industry have not changed in 100 years, and they're not going to change in the next 100. The power of networking is it's authentic, it's person to person, it's relationship based. It's got to be simple, it has to be duplicatable. Ultimately, the story's got to get told. The challenge is, obviously, we live in this digital world today, right? And sometimes that messes up and confuses people on what exactly do I do. When somebody gets started in the business, they're not only saying, hey, do I believe in the product, the company, the people, the comp, all of that's important, but they're also saying, can I do this? Can I fit this into my life? And so what we're going to talk about is how do we bridge the gap between these fundamentals of the industry that are important and this digital world that exists. Now, I'll throw out real quick, one of my favorite books of all time is called The 4 Disciplines of Execution. And you building and helping others build a world-class business, these 4 disciplines apply. And number 1, everybody should have a wildly important goal. Number 2 is they should act on the lead measure. And in your business, the lead measure is going to be the quantity and the quality of the follow-up. If you can get the story told more often at a higher quality level, your team is going to win. It's that simple. It's the speed, especially with what you're doing, right? I read an article, Jeremy, the other day that said, and we actually built that question into the survey, and I was shocked by it, that 13%, now this was a US population, but we're talking about, globally, I wonder what this number is. But in the US, 13% of people said they were currently not investing in crypto and they planned on it this year. So it's just who gets to those 13% of the people the fastest. That's really what it boils down to. And number 3 is so if you act on the lead measure, then how do you keep a scorecard and how do you create a culture in your organization purely built around the lead measure, which is telling the story more often? And you're going to see all that is literally built into the platform. Here is traditional marketing approaches, right? And in the digital world. And this is great for the Kardashians, right? They got 10, 20 people that work for them, and they're creating all this digital content and they're pushing it out in what we call a one-to-many approach, right? They probably have surveys and capture pages and email campaigns, and they have all this stuff they're using, and they have a whole team to build it, and they spend tens of thousands of dollars a month making all these tools talk to each other. Literally, what we're talking about is instead of the digital marketer creating and paying for all these different platforms and then going on a one-to-many approach, this is your model. This is what the team has done on your behalf. Jeremy, they made substantial investments that all these tools are already built in and being built into the platform. So you download the app, your team downloads the app, and all of these tools are personalized to you as a user in Daisy. So now you have surveys, you have capture pages, you have videos, they're all trackable. You can see all your analytics. Everything's built in. Literally tens of thousands of dollars of content are all built in for you and personalized to you. And we're going to walk you through that process. But it's really extraordinary. And now your folks, they don't have to go pay for ClickFunnels at $300 a month and SurveyMonkey for another couple hundred, and then Constant Contact for, Mike, I told somebody the other day, I thought Constant Contact was like $50, and they're like, no, I pay like 140 or something a month. right? And for them to have all of that pre-built, all trackable, and then the company or the organization, the team can look at the data and say, how can we improve things? How can we make it better for everybody in the field? Now, we call this authentic sharing technology. It is specifically built for what you guys do. We have the authentic sharing manifesto, which simply says that we believe in AI and machine learning and data and complexity. These are all things that we do, but they're not more important than the authenticity and the speed and the habits and the behaviors of what you're trying to build in your business. So hopefully that makes some sense. I won't go through, there's going to be winners and losers in this whole process. But Mike, this is a good place for us to jump over now. And we're going to give some real examples here of exactly what you guys are going to see as you download the platform. So here's your home page, the Daisy app. Mike, it really came out. It looks fantastic. Every one of these buttons is active. Okay, you're going to have contests, and you're going to see, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Don't need to go there yet, but literally, if we know that if we can increase the number of times the stories told, then we're going to increase productivity. Then the question becomes, well, what can I do to increase activity? Can I make this a game? Can I have some fun with it with my team to get the story told more often? So let's go to an actual exposure right now. And Mike is going to he's going to go to contacts right now. And you're going to see that he's got me in as a contact. Now there's 4 buttons down there: details, notes, reminders, and activity log. And he can just toggle back and forth and see what notes he has, what reminders he schedules, what activity log. Now, Mike has me right now as a score of a 0. I am a non-star prospect, but Mike has decided I actually have potential. I've got credibility and contacts. I'm excited about the crypto space. So he's going to change that 5-star rating, and he's going to make me a 5-star prospect right now, right? And you're going to see, maybe he'll only give me 3 stars. He made me a 5-star. Okay, so you're going to see my score just changed to 24. He made me a 4-star prospect. Now, 25% of this algorithm, that score of 24, 25% of that algorithm is how he rated me as a prospect. 75% of that score is based on what the prospect actually did. So when he starts sending me information, if I fill out a survey, if I watch a video, if I watch more than 90% of a video, I get bonus points. If I opt into an email campaign, if I opt out of an email campaign, I lose points. So there's an algorithm that's rating me as a prospect. If I do enough activity as a prospect, I'm going to become a hot prospect. We'll get to that in a little bit. But Mike's got me in the app now. Now he wants to make an exposure. So he's going to click the Send a Resource button. You can see that button right there on the main screen. Now we have under Opportunity. Now, again, I'll show you, before we do this, actually, Mike, let me pop down to the More button and show people how the language thing will work. Changing languages in the app itself. So you can go to the More button, you can go to Languages, and this will change the language that is in the app itself. Okay, so I'm sure some of you are listening to this translated. Well, your language will be available. Now, how we change the content in the app will be different. We'll get to that in a little bit. So let's go back to the exposure process, Mike. You've gone to me as a contact. You're going to share the opportunity with me. So he pulls up Patrick, goes to Resources, clicks on Peak Interest. And we've got 3 really powerful tools here. Now, make sure I get this right, Jeremy. The 3-minute video is what people saw today. That is just the 3-minute video, and Mike can send that straight away to me. Or he can click on 3-minute video with text message. Let's do that one, Mike. 3-minute video with text message. 3 buttons pop up at the bottom. Click that on and off, Mike, so they can see. You see when he chooses that resource, it pulls up those 3 icons at the bottom. He can email me, he can text me, or he can send it to me on social media. Now, I do want to let everybody know on Android, it's not available. It should be up by tomorrow. We still had a few things to configure, so you should see that by tomorrow. But on Android, you won't see it today. You will on iPhone. So Mike, click on social. He's got the 3-minute video. He's going to send it to me via WhatsApp. Now, because my phone number is in the contact card, it automatically pulls it up on WhatsApp. So he's going to send me this pre-written message with the link. Patrick, have you seen the equity crowdfund? Well worth 3 minutes to watch. I'm already waking up to profits from the AI technology. Now, this is a pre-written text. We can show you how to write your own text messages, but this is pre-written with the link. Now, if they click the link, click on the link, Mike, so everybody can see exactly what I would see as the prospect, and send that to me. Matter of fact, I've got my phone, so you send it to me, and then I respond. Absolutely.
And of course, guys, you can, like, for example, it had Patrick Shaw listed as the name there. You can, delete the name before you send the text, or you can say, hey, bro, what's up? Or, what you can always, depending on the prospect that you're talking to. But this pre-written text message was architectured to really create engagement and highlights. It's an attractive message that's going to get a lot of people to click that 3-minute video link.
Mike, go to your WhatsApp real quick, just so people can see exactly what that looks like. So when Mike sent it to me through WhatsApp, right? I said, absolutely. You can see how it's beautifully formatted. Now, if I click on that link, show them what they're going to see, Mike, the Daisy app, then this is what I'm viewing. I'm watching the video framed inside of Mike's personalized page. Now, it says Joe Funnel at the bottom, but this is your name. It's your picture. It's your contact information. And this is all trackable for you. So if you took this link as an example, and you had some separate email list that you've been working on in some email delivery method that you wanted, you could literally take this link and send it to everyone generically. Just go to resources, send it out, and we have a page like this that has a contact form, and they can fill it out, right? Or you could send the survey out that I'll show you in a minute, and you could send it out on social media. And when people fill out this survey, you get a push notification and they become a prospect. If they watch the video that you saw today, they watch this 3-minute video, now they're like, hey man, I'm going to check out the Daisy story in 10 minutes, right? I want to see what smart contract rewards are, and I want to see how to get started. It's all right there, built out in your personalized page, and all of this is trackable so you know what your prospects are doing. That's just crazy, right? So on my end, I start filling this out. So Mike, let's go back and let's take a different approach now. Now, we're not going to go to contacts. This time, we're going to go from the Daisy app directly to resources. So Mike is not going to go to contact, because if he goes to contact and sends a resource, that resource is trackable back specifically. Mike can see what I do. But if he goes generically to resources, clicks on opportunity, goes to peak interest, goes to social survey, and he sends this via Facebook Messenger or Facebook General, or he sends it on whatever social platform you want to work on, right? And then he adds a note to it, and he says, hey guys, I'm doing some market research. Love to get your feedback. What do you know about what's going on in the crypto world? And he adds this to this social survey. Click on the social survey and let's pull it up, Mike. Now, this is a survey that is available to you guys. And now you create the pre-written text if you want to. And then you send it out on any social channel. Now let's slow down for a minute. Let's read this. Check out the top of it. It says, I have a quick favor. Would you be so kind to give the answers to this 1-minute survey? How long have you been involved in owning digital currency? And it asks them, I have not yet purchased any. Less than 1 year. Mike, as a matter of fact, go back really quickly for me and just go through the process of sending this survey to me directly, would you?
Sure.
And I'm going to get it and I'm going to fill it out really quickly because I want people to see what this process looks like. So he goes back to my contact. He sends this survey to me directly, and he's going to send it via WhatsApp, which is what he's been doing. And you can see the process here. It's very simple. I'm going to get this survey and I'm going to fill this survey out. And then the answers to the survey are going to show up inside. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Mike. Now, Mike, go back to the survey for me so we can read the questions while I fill out these answers. So check these out. What is your knowledge and approach to digital currency been? Buy and hold, actively trading, no real knowledge, starting to research it. Are you familiar with the fastest growing segment of digital currency called DeFi or decentralized finance? Yes or no? Which, if any of these terms, are you familiar with? And they check all the above, right? And then you go down, is your circle of friends, how often in your circle of friends, how often does a conversation of crypto and investing come up, right? And then look, there's a little bit of neuro-linguistic programming that's built into this survey. So they start answering these questions. How valuable would that be to you if you had the answers to this survey, right? Now, it's asking me to fill this out. And as I fill this out, I tried to get away with not putting any information in here, but that doesn't work. It wants my phone number. I need to fill out some of the fields. Okay, so Mike, I just completed it. I filled out the survey. Mike goes back to my contact card, right? He opens up my contact. He goes down to activity log, and my answers to how I answered the survey are all right there, which gives you the upper hand. When you call back, you can relate. You can do feel, felt, found. Hey, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. And that's going to dictate what you send next to the prospect. So going back to the app, Mike, going back to resources, let's go to opportunity, present, and follow up. So Jeremy, talk about some of the follow-up, some of the present tools and some of the enroll tools that are available. Open those up, Mike.
Yeah, and real quick, can we pull that survey up real quick? I want to lead into this. I want to show you guys the last question on the survey. And I'll tell you where this survey is going to be really, really powerful, guys. And this survey will be uploaded officially in the next 24 hours. And where this is going to be a home run for the community is in social media sharing. To be able to post this survey on social media, and we have the perfect messaging for your Facebook message and everything that will attract people to this. But it leads them into the last question. If I send you a 3-minute video about an equity crowdfunding project that is backing the most advanced financial technology projects in the market, and that rewards every contributor with digital currency profits, stock equity, and ongoing income, will you take 3 minutes to watch it? And in this survey, guys, we ask questions about equity crowdfunding. Have they heard of equity crowdfunding? We're building up this interest. And then they come to the end and they say, yes, I will watch this 3-minute video if you send it to me. And this is literally a lead gen. This is literally, people from your social media reach that are going to fill out this survey. They're attracted to the digital currency space. They're engaging in this survey. And then they're raising their hand saying, yes, send me the 3-minute video. So now we go into this whole follow-up approach. And it's really simple. It's a 3-minute video followed by the 10-minute video, right? What does the 3-minute video do? It paints the picture, right? It gets them interested. In fact, the final line of the 3-minute video invites them to watch the next 10-minute video. So the 3-minute video then goes into the 10-minute video that you can see is pulled up here on the screen. And now they get to really hear the story of Endotech, of Daisy, the technology behind it. They get the full story from a customer perspective of what the value of Daisy is. And then, of course, that person who says, I want to know more about how the referral program works, they click on the smart contract rewards, or you can send that directly from the app as well. You can follow up and send any of these videos directly. We have a unbelievable video that's being produced. This is a temporary video right now for the rewards plan, but we have an amazing video that's being produced right now that is literally going to give the entire full understanding in an easy, simple way for anyone to watch and get excited about our referral plan. It's absolutely brilliant wording and the visuals. And then, of course, the how to get started. We know that in the Daisy project, it's, there's a little bit of steps there. They got to download the TronLink app. They've got to, get Bitcoin and convert it, right? And there's some steps there. And this video, thank you, Avinash, for putting this video together. This is a how to get started video that tells them, and it even takes them through the steps. They can click step 1 and it automatically copies your referral link. It literally copies your Daisy referral link. They can click step 2 and it'll take them directly to the TronLink page where they can download the TronLink app on Android or on iOS. So literally, even the getting started process, there's a video that explains it, and then step by step, they simply follow those steps of how to get started, download the app, etc. So it's keeping it very simple. 3-minute video, 10-minute video for those that are interested in the referral plan, compensation plan video, and then how to get started. What I love too about the model is, let's say somebody gets the 3-minute video, they have their own ability. They can go as far as they want, as fast as they want. So some people are going to come in and they're going to watch all the videos, and you're going to know that. You're going to know that your friend John, not only did he watch the 3-minute video, but he watched the 10-minute video, he watched the bonus plan video, and he's interested in getting started. You're going to have all of that information inside of your app for every single prospect. You're going to see what action steps they've taken, how far through the funnel has gone. What I also love about that is, let's say someone only watches the 3-minute video. Maybe they're busy. Maybe they didn't have time to watch the 10-minute video. You can follow up so simply with them and say, hey, I saw that you watched the 3-minute video. Would love to send you more information with our 10-minute video. I'll shoot it over to you now. And you can shoot them that second video. And the moment they click to watch the second video, you're also notified. You also can track that. And you can continue to follow up with that prospect based on how far they've gone through the funnel. So very, very powerful, simple process. 3-minute video, 10-minute video, comp plan video, how to get started.
That's awesome. Jeremy, the very first company, when we launched surveys with I assure you, a product that doesn't have nearly the excitement, we had an individual leader who his team sent out these surveys, and in a 2-week period of time, his team sent out 15,000 surveys, 12,000 of them were clicked on, and it generated 8,000 links. Now, I think you guys will crush this number in the first couple days, right? Or first day. I mean, maybe today. But here's the point, is 15,000 total surveys were sent, and it generated 8,000 prospects. When you send this via survey, every time a prospect fills it out, you're going to get a push notification to the app that tells you you have a new prospect. The answers to the survey are going to go into the app, and now you can follow up with the 3-minute survey that's built into the platform. It's just a crazy simple process. Of course, from your back office, you can log in and let's show them labels real quick, Mike. So if we go to me as a prospect, Mike has prospected me, and he wants to create a label. And what he knows about me is that I am in the financial world, the traditional financial world, the stock world. Okay. And so Mike goes in and he creates a label for me personally. So Mike, go under add label. There you were. Add label and add new and whatever. I'm in the traditional financial world, right? Now from his back office, logging in just like he would, same username and password, he can email everybody that's in the traditional financial world. And literally it'll autofill my name and say, hey, Patrick, this is Mike. I was thinking about you because you've been in the traditional financial markets for so long. I came across this article, thought you would appreciate it. Now it feels incredibly personal, but Mike might have 100 people in the traditional financial market. Is everybody following me there? Right now, listen, in the chat window, can they chat?
No, we have the chats turned off.
Okay, all right. Because I love for Jeremy, because I know the reaction right now. People are starting to get it a little bit. You're starting to realize how simple it's going to be to really just explode your recruiting, the number of times this story gets told. So let's tell you how to download the app right now. Anything else, Jeremy, you want to hit on? Obviously, this is very high level. There are so many features built into the platform. We should mention coaching. Have we loaded any type of coaching videos yet?
Not yet.
Okay. So I will let people know. You click the more button in the bottom right-hand corner. Click the more button in the app. You see coaching right there. There will be coaching content that will show up here. There is some rapid funnel app training that is already built in here. If you want to see how do I send a resource, add a contact, view your activity log, you have short training videos in here on all of that. You'll get more stuff as we go along on the Daisy front, which will be important. Click on contest, Mike, so folks can see that. There are leaderboards, and there are going to be some incredible, and there already are. I know I saw some content. If I click on contest details, get 20 unique engagement points in May and be entered into a drawing to win a 5-day trip, all expenses paid to Dubai for 2. Right? That makes me want to. Man, that's pretty sweet.
that's one of the best prizes I've seen.
That's rich right there. Now there will be other contests.
Show them the leaderboard contest. It gets even better.
Right, and they're going to be everybody as soon as they hit 20, and literally by the end of the day, this board is going to be filled up with people that as soon as I let you know how to download the app. Right, it's just that simple. Is there any other contest, or that's the one we're starting with?
Yeah. There's a second contest there. That's
so
for
scroll over, Mike.
The top three people. There's a separate contest for those that are really going for it.
All you guys got to do is scroll right or left. If there's any other contest, here's the second contest. The top 3 will win a trip to Dubai for 2. Now, this is a guaranteed trip. Just be in the top 3. And guys know this. It is very hard to game this because you need a unique prospect with an accurate email address or phone number. You need to send them content, resources. They need to click on those resources. Is it possible to game it? Yes. If you game it, we can tell. So don't play any games with it. Make it real exposures. There is some serious money on the line, but you got to make real exposures. Hard to game, but it is possible if you really thought through it, but we can identify it. Okay. So just make sure you're playing the game right. And the top 3 people are going to win, right? This contest, which is incredible. So there's a lottery on anybody that does at least 20. So everybody can play, no excuses. There's a contest for the top 3, and there's leaderboards. Now, Mike, if I go to this leaderboard and I hit the brag button, and you've got a team Facebook page, and this is where you are working with the people that are builders, you hit that brag button, and it's going to show the leaderboard. And maybe you're in 5th place. And you give a shout out to the top 3 people and you say, hey, I'm coming. This is how you create a culture, a cadence of accountability in your organization. This is how you get the entire team focused on telling the story more often and at a higher quality. This becomes a game changer. Now, some of you are biting at the bit to say, hey, how do I get started? What is the cost? So let's talk about that. Mike, let me pull up my screen real quick, because the best way to do this is go to the web page. So I'm going to pull up my screen here, and you can go to the web page, which is it's just Daisy App. It's thedaisyApp.com. So if you just type in thedaisyApp.com, right, then you're going to come to this page. And you can see there's chat there for support. If you need any help at all, that operates 24/7. They will be a little overwhelmed by this launch call, so don't expect anything immediately back. You know, when we have these launches, especially this size of launch, they're not going to get back to you immediately there. There's about 7 people operating those lines. So, but here's your Daisy app, and you can get started right here. There's a bunch of details on this page. And this is how the pricing structure works, okay? It's very simple. And keep in mind, if you were to go out and you were to pay for Constant Contact and SurveyMonkey and all these things that you have built into the platform, you would be out of pocket hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Jeremy and the team have offset the cost. They've invested a tremendous amount of money to make sure all this gets built out, and continue to do so with video build outs and all the content that you're going to need to succeed. So there's a $1 14-day trial of the platform. And then it's $19.95 a month with zero contract tied to it. Okay. So it's all month to month. Very simple format, very executable for every brand new person. Get them in the app, get them making exposures, and obviously they're going to have success in their first 2 weeks alone.